Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Rage blow you cataracts in Hercules' spout. Till you have drenched the steeples, drown the cocks. You sulphurous and thoughtic executing fires, vaunt couriers of oak cleaving thunderbolts. Since my right head, and thou all shaking thunder strike flat the thick rotundity of the world, crack nature's molds, all gem and spell at once, that makes ungrateful man.
Oh, nuncle, court holy water in a dry house is better than this rain water outdoor. Good nuncle, and ask thy daughter's blessing. His knight pities neither wise man nor fools.
Rumble thy bellyful, spit, fire, spout, rain, no rain, wind, thunder, fire on my daughters. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths while we unbidden crawl towards death. We have this hour a constant will to publish, our daughters severed ours, that future strife may be prevented now. Tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interests of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth with merit challenge? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life itself, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all matter, so much I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with champagne's rich, with plenteous rivers and wide skirted meads, we make thee lady, to thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall?
I am made of that self-meadow as my sister, and prize me at her worst. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which is the most precious square of sense possesses. And find I am alone facilitate in your dear highness's love.
Then poor Cordelia, and yet no so, since I'm sure my love's more ponderous than my tongue.
I, ready to ever, remain the sample third of our kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now our joy, though our last and least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am. I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bled me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit, obey you, love you, and must honor you. Why have my sisters husband, if they say they love you all? Happily when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry, how whom I love with him, how whom I care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters.
But goes thy heart with this?
Ay, my good lord.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by the operation of the orbs, from whom these existence cease to be, here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee from this forever. The barbarous Scythian, or he that makes his generation messes to gorge his appetite, shall to my bosom be as well neighboured, pitied, and relieved, as thou my sometime daughter.
Good, my
Peace,
liege.
Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. So be my grave, my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, preeminence, and all the large effects that troop with majesty. Ourself by monthly course with reservation of 100 knights, by you to be sustained, shall our abode make with you by due turn. Only we shall retain the name and all the addition to your king. The sway, revenue, execution of the rest, beloved sons, be yours which to confirm this coronet part between you.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honoured as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought him on my player.
The bows bent and drawn make from the shaft.
Let it fall rather, though the folk invade the region of my heart. Be Kent and manly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old man? Think'st thou that duty shall dread to speak when power to flatly bow? To plain its owner is bound when majesty falls to folly. Reserve thy state, and in thy best consideration check this hideous freshness. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sounds reverb no hollowness.
Kent, on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to wage against thine enemy, never feared to lose it, thy safety being modded.
Out of my sight.
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true blank of thine eye.
Now by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearest thy gods in vain.
O vassal, miscreant.
Kill thy physician, and thy fee bestow upon the full disease. Rebork thy gift, or whilst I can bend clamour from my throat, I will tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant, on thine allegiance hear me, that thou hast sought to make us break our vows, which we durst never yet, and restrained pride, to come betwixt our sentence and our power, which nor our nature nor our place can bear, our potency made good, take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee for provision, to shield thee from disasters of the world, and on the 6th day to turn thy hated back upon a kingdom. And if on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found on our dominions, the moment is thy death. Away, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king, since thus thou wilt appear. Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dearest shelter take thee, maid, that justly thinks, and has most rightly said. In your large speech may your deeds approve, the good effects may spring from words of love. Thus, Kent, O princess, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
The jewels of our father, with washed eyes Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister am most loath to call your faults as they're named. Love well our father, to your professed bosom I commit him. But yet, alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not as our duty.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted.
Time shall unfold what pride and cunning hides, who covers faults, at last with shame derideth. Well, may you prosper.
Sister, It is not little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain. And with you, next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it hath not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he has ever but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. Then must we look from his age to receive not alone the imperfections of long and graft condition, but therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
Such unconsonant starts are we like to have from him, at this of Kent's banishment.
There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. Pray you, let us sit together. If our father carry authority with such disposition as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think of it.
We must do something, and i' the heat.
I tax not you, you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you daughters, you owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, you slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man. But yet I call you servile ministers, that will with two pernicious daughters join your high engendered battles against the head as so old and right as this. Oh, 'tis foul.
He that has a house to put heads in has a good headpiece. The codpiece that will house, before the head has any, the head and he shall louse, so beggars marry many. The man that makes his toe, what he his heart should make, shall of corn cry woe, and turn his sleep to wake. For there was never yet fair woman, but she made mouths in a glass.
No, I will be the pattern of all patience. I will say nothing.
Who's there?
Marry, his grace and a codpiece. That's a wise man and a fool.
Alas, sir, are you there? Things that love night love not such night as these. The wrathful skies garrow the very wonders of the dark, and make them keep their capes. Since I was man, such sheets of fire, such bursts of horrid thunder, such groans of rolling wind and rain I never remember to have heard. Men's nature cannot carry the friction nor the fear.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful puddle our heads find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch, that hast within thee undivulged crimes unripped of justice. I am a man while sinned against and sinning.
Alack, bareheaded. Gracious, my lord, hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will it lend you against the tempest. Repose you there, while I to this hard house, more harder than the stones were of this race, which even but now, demanding after you, denied me to come in, return and force their scanted courtesy.
My wits begin to turn. How dost, my boy? Art cold? I am cold myself. Come, where's a straw, my fellow? The art of necessities is strange, and can make vile things precious. Come, your hovel. Poor fool and knave, I have one part in my heart that's sorry yet for thee.
He that has and a little tiny wit with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, must make content with his fortunes fit, though the rain it raineth every day.
True, boy. Come, bring us to this hovel.
This is a brave night to call a courtesan. I'll speak a prophecy ere I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burned, but wenches' suitors, then shall the realm of Albion come to great confusion. When every case in law is right, no squire in debt, nor noble knight, when slanderers do not live in tongues, nor cut purses come not to throngs. When usurers till their gold in the field, and boards and halls do churches build, then comes the time, who lives to see it, that going shall be used with feet. This prophecy Merlin shall make, for I live before his time.